Hey folks, we're going to be discussing in this video what I like to call first directional pick and why it's so important. So this is the type of content that I give my members. This is actually a lesson that I did live on screen share. So you're getting members only content right now. So if this is the very first time that you're watching this or you're new to the channel, just give it a thumbs up. You don't even need to subscribe. If you happen to come back a second time, subscribe. It's an agreement. I'm doing this for free. I'm not charging you anything other than to subscribe. And that's basically it. It's just an agreement, like a gentleman's agreement, a one-on-one agreement. I think that's fair. So make sure to subscribe and like, and let's get right into it, folks. So most of the times during the pre-market plan of attack, where I'm giving those trade plans for you guys in the morning, we're picking our main watches, and I start discussing first directional pick. A lot of people, they're not sure what that is and what that means. It means exactly what I'm saying it means. That first directional pick. So especially on certain setups on the daily chart. Now, we had a setup for a day two continuation. Now, not every single stock is a day two continuation. AMD, not necessarily. It had a green day, small body, but a huge wick down below. So on a gap up, wherever it gaps up to, if it gaps up over the 9, pulls into the 9. If it gaps up over the 20, pulls into the 20. If it were to gap up over this, pulls into the 50 or support. You don't want to be messing around too much with these trades short on a first directional pick that is down. If it dips and holds support, that is such a showing in strength, and that's not something you want to piss around with. Now, can AMD reject this 67, 68 level and go down 2, 5, 10 points today? Sure, it could. But I'll tell you what, on days like that, guys, if you're taking those trades, you're playing with fire. Now, hang tight here. I just want to take off. I'm getting my target now on Q. So I'm going to pay myself into that target. This is why you want to pay yourself into those targets, because it is a true resistance level. We have a gap, so it's going to pull. It doesn't mean it's got to pull all the way back down, but there will be a reaction there. First reactions, getting back into first directional pick. That first directional pick, a lot of people overlook it. And this is one of the core parts of the strategy. When you see at the market open, we dip, we hold support. If that holds, it's dangerous. Okay. Now it's different, and I'll give you a different scenario here. I'm just going to draw it on AMD's chart. Now, because I don't have much chart on this side here, hang tight. So let's say we started making our way up here, okay? And it's coming back into this resistance. So this is the daily chart. These are multiple days on the way up. Let's say the market opens up here, okay? You see how we still have that little bit of resistance? So we have some distance. Now, let's say this is our support level. At the open, if we dip, we come down. Yes, you can take it long. You ride it into that resistance level. We are at true resistance here, guys. Okay. So you can go long and you can go short. Either one doesn't matter, even if it dips. Now, however, what makes today very different in chart setups like this, very different, is we are just getting out of a major long consolidation. We have closed at resistance, into resistance, right? We are just coming out of a breakout potential. There is a potential for a breakout. And one of the reasons why breakout potential and day two continuations coming into that are tricky, and a lot of people fuck up because they'll just short this resistance. What they're overlooking is squeeze potential, the potential of the stock. Because you are going to have, how many people do you think are going to short that level? Lots, right? It has speed, it has distance, it has extension into a valid resistance level. How many shorts are up here? coming up into that? Lots, right? So if it breaks this level one more time, and it won't take much, you'll start to squeeze out as it's approaching because it didn't pull back very much. So all of these shorts held it up. They saw it was holding and they're pulling profit, holding that up. It will not take much in order to squeeze this higher. This is a day 2 continuation. On day 2 continuations, we absolutely do not go short unless it is a first reaction on the way up. If we dip, we hold support like it did on all of these. We do not piss around. We dipped. It holds. We dip. It confirms. We dip. It confirms. Don't fuck around, guys. Okay? We dip. We confirm. Don't fuck around with those shorts. I know it's tempting. I know it is. I know there's a level there. I know there is. Don't take it. And like I said, I don't care if Qs pulls all the way to here today and then some. I don't care. I will gladly miss this trade. Gladly. I've already locked in. We've made our trade on the days, right? Took a couple of trades, got a really nice one on Qs on this confirmation. And then Apple, right to trade plan coming up into first directional pick. This resistance would have added into that resistance, pay myself on the pullback, recognize that pullback was holding. We took Qs, greater potential on this trade. We took one short, one long. First directional pick on these stocks is very important. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully you learned something. Make sure to visit tricktrades.com if you're interested, as well as also make sure to subscribe if this is more than the first time that you are watching any of my videos. It's just an agreement. Also give it a like, give it a thumbs up, put a comment down below. That's a pretty low fee for top-notch day trading education that's actually actionable and something that you can learn from. So on that note, folks, I hope you have a wonderful day. Ciao. Adios.